Hello there, Slamscape here. Today, I want to talk about the Type-9 before the upcoming Panther Clipper MkII likely makes it obsolete. So, what's there to say about the Type-9? Well, it flies like 1,000 tons of cement, has a laughable jump range, and barely moves fast enough for ATC to tell you to slow down. And that's without cargo. It's not exactly a joy to fly. So, why are so many commanders still using it? The answer might surprise you. No, I can't do the clickbait thing. The real answer, cargo capacity. The Type-9 can haul an incredible amount, basically tying with the Imperial Cutter for top tier cargo capacity. For now, anyway. Let's take a closer look at what makes the Type-9 such a dependable space hauler. The Type-9 is built like a flying brick, both in appearance and how it handles. It's one of the largest ships you can currently get your hands on in Elite Dangerous, and it exists for one clear reason: hauling massive amounts of cargo, and yeah, the stats back that up. If you max out every optional slot with cargo racks, the Type-9 can carry a whopping 790 tons. That's some serious freight capacity, but it comes at a price. You'll be flying with zero shields and no optional quality of life modules like a docking computer or Super Cruise Assist. It's basically the space trucker's version of all-in. However, my build opts for some shields, about 139 megajoules, and some optional assists, but can still haul a respectable 756 tons. That cargo capacity doesn't come without a cost either. Fully loaded, even with grade 5 dirty drives, you're crawling along at 181 meters per second, and boosting only bumps you up to 279. Flying empty is slightly better, but still sluggish at 196 meters per second and 302 with boost. It might help if you just got out and pushed. Jump range takes a hit too. With a full cargo load, you're looking at 21.82 light years per jump. Unladen, you can stretch that to almost 38, but it's still nothing to brag about. As for durability, the hull isn't winning any awards. Even fully engineered, you're sitting at around 1200 hull points, not exactly tanky for something the size of a small city. But here's the thing, none of that really matters. If raw cargo capacity is your goal, the only ship that currently comes close is the Imperial Cutter. And while the Cutter has its own upsides, it also comes with a hefty superpower rank grind. The Type-9, by comparison, is much more accessible and still gets the job done. So, if you're looking to move the most tonnage in the galaxy without kissing up to the Empire, the Type-9 is your ride. Let's dive into the build and break down the components that make this beast tick. The hardpoints are typically used to mount weapons, or in our case, nothing, because the weight from equipment would lower the jump range and thruster speed. Besides, this ship isn't really built for fighting. Running away is always the answer. The utilities are up to you. I usually run empty, but you could throw on some point defense to help keep pirates off your back when you're attempting to flee. The core internals are where the necessary equipment to run the ship is located, like the power plant, thrusters, life support, etc. While I'll be listing engineering suggestions for each module, the important ones to do are the power plant, thrusters, and FSD drive. For the armor, I would suggest running lightweight alloy with heavy-duty engineering and deplating experimental. This gives the ship increased armor without affecting the weight, which helps improve the jump range and thrusters. Since we don't have space to mount any hull reinforcements, it's probably a good idea to engineer the armor for extra protection. You could run heavier reinforced or military grade armor, but that would negatively impact your jump range and speed. Next, for the power plant, I run a 2A, engineered with grade 5 overcharged and stripped down as the experimental. This is undersized from class 2, but still gives us plenty of power to run the ship and all its equipment. The reduced weight greatly helps our speed and jump range. Stripped down is to lower the weight even more. For the thrusters, 7D with dirty tuning and drag drives. When full of cargo, this gets us a cruise speed of 181 meters per second and a boost of 279. You could use 70 thrusters instead if you want a slightly faster speed, but it really only increases our speed by about 15 to 20. The frameshift drive should be a 6A SEO enabled version engineered with increased range and mass manager. This will give us a single unladen jump of 38.07 light years and a range of 308.68. Fully cargoed out, is that a word? Lowers these stats to 21.82 for a single jump and a full range of 174 light years. Running the V1 double engineered SEO version gives a slight bump to 41.75 light years unladen and 23.94 light years fully laden. Next, we'll run 5D life support with lightweight engineering. This will help our jump range and thruster speed. For the power distributor, run a 5D with charge enhance and strip down. This will allow us to boost every 6.9 seconds, but helps lower the weight to increase the jump range and speed. Finally, for sensors, I run a 4D with lightweight. This will also help our jump range and speed. The optional internals are really easy to figure out for cargo trucking ships. We're going to be fitting the largest possible cargo rack in each slot, minus a select few spots. Both Class 8 slots will fit a 256-ton cargo rack each. The Class 7 spot, 128 tons. The Class 6 slot, 64 tons. The Class 5 slot is surprisingly not cargo. In the Class 5's optional slot, I put in a 5D shield generator, engineered with reinforced and stripped down for the experimental. This gets us just shy of 140 megajoules of raw shield strength, which is just enough to help us survive a few bumps and bruises while flying through the mail slot or for hard landings. The Class 4s, 3s, and the 2 all fit more cargo racks. Although, if you want to use a docking computer, I suggest putting it in the Class 2 slot. The final Class 1 slot, I put in a Super Cruise Assist. This helps on longer runs and lets you do the trick where you fly at your destination, then throw on the Super Cruise Assist at the last minute, letting you shave off a few seconds. One important note, I use this build as mostly a short-range hauler. If you want to get more jump range, you can use a Guardian FSD booster in one of the Class 4, 3, 2, or 1 optional spots. They add a flat jump range boost that isn't affected by weight. You would just lose a small amount of cargo space from that slot, and if you go this route, you'll need to bump the power plant up to the 3A version. Normally, this next part is where I'd show off the build in action, but instead, I'll leave you with the bloopers. Whoops. I'll have to buff that out. Ugh. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're good. No, we're fine. No, we're not. It's fine. So we have shields. No, slow down. Come on. Anytime you're ready. I should go make a sandwich. It's alright. I got it.
Reduce your speed immediately.
I definitely don't got this. It's fine. We'll be ow. That's fine. We got it. We're recovering. It's good. That wraps up our look at the Type-9 space trucker build. It's the best way to currently get the most cargo from point A to B. At least the best way that doesn't require a long tour of service to the Empire. So go out and buy this flying brick, because what other choice do you have? If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future builds and tips. Thank you for watching.